inward towards Darwin. Don't die yet!
Yet? I don't want to
Don't
die
at all.
Die slower.
As we both say in unison, like Kalesith hearing this, just like, and they both say it all like at the same time. Don't die at all.
So last week we started out with extreme chaos. The party was drawn to a point in a forest through a portal where they discovered the tree, the Gulthias Tree, its former deceased masters who had become tree blights in and of themselves. And as the fight ensued, 2 trees were felled. The big tree was activated unexpectedly by a surge of necrotic power from the Sky Spear. And battle ensued. And more importantly, at everybody's back, surging through the forest, knowing that something was occurring, Solo, the former keeper of the first tree, bursts through the portal. You see a group of bloodied individuals, your former friends, and 1 new team member, all in the fight for their life. Baeliana is standing there looking immaculate, while everybody else is probably struggling to breathe. 1 tree remains with half of its bark stripped off, and this Gulthias tree looks hurt but very strong still. And Solo, please roll initiative so we know where to put you in the order.
I'm not struggling for breath. You are.
I can keep going all day.
Okay.
Well, if you guys hold still, I can heal you.
And we're going to pick up where we left off at initiative.
I don't remember initiative. I know I was pretty high up on it, but I
You
don't
were
remember.
25, and the blight went last, so it is your turn. So as we pick back up, feel free to flavor the intro however you
real
want.
quick, I'm gonna stealth it.
Absolutely.
I'm gonna stealth in for 25.
You're very stealthy in your old age.
Old man.
Now, to keep in mind, also, this tree for some reason looks suspiciously tired.
Which tree?
The blight, the Gulthias blight. He looks
Gulthias
very
tree?
tired. Yes.
It looks heapy.
So, picking back up where we left off, Meepo the hero.
Meepo the hero.
The action swings to you. You two have decided to not let this last tree blight have a rest as you all started tearing into her. How would you like to continue your action?
All right, let's see. Darwin is gonna, for his main action, he's going to use both hands and thrust the spear into her again.
Thrust away.
Does a 17 hit?
It does.
All right, let's see how much damage. I'm trying to also keep up his voice while I talk, so. 7 points of damage.
Okay, 7 points
And then,
of
of
damage.
course, we're gonna slice again with the scimitars. First one. 21. I think that hits, does it?
That hits.
And then we have a 17 that hits.
That also hits.
So the 21 takes 5 points of damage. And the 17 does 8 points of damage. And then, as my bonus action, I'm going to do... Where? Hold up, let me find it.
Are you going to bite him?
Yeah, but I'm going to bite him.
Specifically, it's a
Sorry.
her. So, this
Yeah,
is the
bite.
Sharwin
Tree.
tree.
Bite that tree.
I'm gonna bite her. I only have one bite left after this, so I'm gonna use that bite. And let's see. Please actually hit 21
That hits.
for 6 points of damage, and I believe that also gives me 5 points of temporary health.
All right, if a tree could bleed, the sap would be running out of this thing. So, in my mind, it almost has like a Canadian-y maple syrupy thing, because when I think of Canada, I think of evil tree blights. That sounds right.
In today's political climate, certainly.
It could be. It really could be.
Yeah.
Meepo,
Now the real question is it poisonous?
they're
Poisonous maple syrup?
It could
I
be.
really hope it's not poisonous. I just bit it.
Well, we'll find out. Really, everything is poisonous if you take too much of it.
True.
Bananas can be radioactive.
Baliana,
All radioactive.
Baliana, Meepo has just syrup running down his cheeks. And it could be radioactive.
Whoa. Oh, whoa.
Radioactive.
Sorry, guys.
You're good.
Big hearts.
Yay.
Baliana,
right.
what do you do?
Okie dokies. I am, since making sure I have enough spell slots for this shenanigans.
I know. For us spellcasters,
I'll
that's
take
rough.
books. Okay, I'm making sure everyone's close by to me. Fuck, can I get Kenna?
What's the distance on?
60 feet.
Oh yeah, Kenna's certainly within there.
I'm 30 feet away.
Oh, yeah.
Level spell, cast Cure Wounds.
Woo.
Please be something big. 21 healing.
That's not bad.
That's
Lovely.
pretty good. I'm almost back to half.
I am back to half.
You're back to half.
I'm back to half health, baby.
Yeah.
I'm not bloodied anymore.
And for my second action, I rush up with this towards the glass giant blade, and I'm gonna try to whack it with my quarterstaff.
All right, is your quarterstaff magical by chance?
Nope.
Okay. Make the attack.
22.
That hits.
Hand damage since it's two-handed.
All right. So you hit into this thing after surging out a magical healing burst that was much needed. The tree kind of tilts what would be its head towards you and notices you. It seems like it has something else on its mind, though, like something is sapping it and it wants to stop that sapping. Anything else?
Nope, I am my turn.
All right, and Solo, you're very sneaky. You have burst through that portal. There is a big fight going on in front of you. How do you enter the fray?
I am going to instantly Misty Step myself right here. And I'm gonna whisper over at Kenna. And I'll be like, "Did you miss me?" And I'm gonna pull back.
Always. So good to see you again.
I'm gonna pull back a short bow that you guys would probably recognize off of the branches of the tree that I had stayed with, as I crafted a really fancy short bow out of it, and I'm going to loose off one arrow with Hunter's Mark at the Gulthias Blight. And that's going to be 22 to hit.
That hits.
So that's going to be 4 points of base with what is it? 1d4. With 2 points of psychic. The bow itself, I think, is it's just basic piercing. There's no magic unless it hits that 20. I am then going to at the same time cast Witch Bolt at the Gulthias Tree as well.
On.
Ugh, for a 12.
That misses, but as you do know, that does connect to it still, just not initially with damage. So you will have this thing's attention, and you can surge that for a d12 of damage as a bonus action on your other turns, but you are concentrating on it. So you know.
Bet, perfect. And I am going to run 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and I'm gonna look at the tree, be like, "Oh yeah, I chopped down your other friend back in the cave. Now I'm here for you." And I'm gonna end my turn.
You feel a big burst of rage as you enter the scene from this thing. And speaking of fiery rage, Calcryx.
Yes.
Would you like
Calcryx,
to rage?
Would I like? I can't rage. I would.
Metaphorically speaking, of course.
A metaphor.
Metaphorically
Hypothetically, metaphorically speaking, I would like very much to rage. I am more than done with this Gulthias Blight Tree nonsense. Let's see. So we still have this tree in front of us, right? This lesser tree blight.
It does, and it looks severely hurt at this point.
Severely hurt. Okay. Well, in order to, so I will move. Step over here. Okay, just to put some distance between Meepo and I, since I don't want to cause them any lasting damage.
He says with a mouthful of sap.
Mouthful of sap. Yes. So I will look over at this tree blight, looking back at my shoulders over at the Gulthias, and it's like, all right, we need to take these guys out now. And I will raise my flame spear over my head, shouting out a word in Celestial before I plunge my blade, my spear, down into this tree. Hopefully, maybe. Oh no! A 15, will that hit?
Does not hit.
No! I guess my spear will just ping off of its rather robust bark, and I just like curse at myself. It's like, what's going on? Why is Lastrael not blessing me this day?
It does have robust bark.
It does have very robust bark. I don't think there's anything I can do to assist with this, is there? Any bonus? No, doesn't look like. Okay. In that case.
Oh wait! You were attacking the tree, but I'm looking at the wrong stat block. I'm looking at the big one. You're attacking the little one. 15 does hit the little one.
Oh, 15 does hit the little one?
I was looking at the big one. You were not aiming for the big one.
Thank you, Lastrael. Thank you, bless you, Lastrael. So then I will attack. Let's see. So I will do Ba-ba-ba. Where is it?
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
I'm loving it. All right, so two-handed, yes, is 1d8. Oh, it's a 7. Okay, I was gonna say, oh well, just 2 to 1 point. Plus the 2d6 fire damage. For the flame that is active. So 11 fire damage.
All right,
On my flame tongue
surprisingly,
here.
it is still on its feet, but it looks so close to teetering over. Like, just blowing on it could knock it out.
All right, Meepo the hero, I'm going to need you to take this thing out. And I will bonus action. Reaching over. Where's my healing word? Healing word? Hello? There we go. And I will reach out with an open hand after the attack towards Meepo and usher a prayer to Lashrael with golden light that invigorates his form. Heal up 10 damage.
All right. Meepo, take 10 points of healing.
Yeah.
And then that'll be my turn.
Meepo the hero.
And speaking of heroes, Kenna.
Oh, yeah. So Kenna is going to run right up to the Gulthias Blight. She has her spear two-handed. I believe I told you to die, to perish, for the glory of the Sky Spear. And she's going to bring that spear around with Booming Blade attached to it. Does an 18 hit?
It does not.
No!
Oh, oh.
Ugh.
Welcome back, Kenna.
It is a hell of a stab, but it does not pierce the bark.
Bump, bump.
Old lady, you need to hit it harder than that.
I do. What do I have?
Just wait until I get my hands on this thing.
Its branches wave above you menacingly.
Oh,
It
also,
would be extremely nice if that had hit. Oh well.
It would have been, yes.
I don't have any bonus actions. I'm going to stay where I am.
All right.
Okay,
So-
and I forgot to add this as well, DM. I'm so sorry. I had on here for my notes that I had 4 more rounds of my my aura, the inner radiance. So take 5 radiant damage at the end of my turn.
Oh, cool. How long? How far away does it have to be?
It would have to be within 10 feet.
Okay, so it's not going to hit the big blight, but it will.
It will hit the smaller one.
Which I'm good with. Which, as it does,
Okay.
in that delayed reaction, you see the bark fall off. And you see the body of a dead woman lying on the ground.
What the hell is this? Oh wait, yeah, I remember.
Meepo, you've at least seen this once.
I've talked to her too.
You have. She ratted
just
you
not
out
paying
when
attention.
you cast
been
an
a week,
unseen
guys.
servant.
I just wasn't paying attention in the moment.
All right.
I'm working on other character sheets.
So, first things first. Currently, any attack roll that the Gulthias Blight makes will subtract 4 from, as it's very tired. It's very tired.
Oh, I have a question. I completely forgot.
Yes.
Am I?
A hero in all of our hearts.
Yes.
I meant, am I, oh man, I can't think of the word. Am I still raging? Because I don't remember what happened.
As long as you didn't stop attacking, you would still be raging. Yes.
Alright, then I'm still raging.
To keep raging, you need to attack, make them make a save throw, or use a bonus action to extend it.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
Is it my turn? Am I not paying attention?
It is not your turn, but the blight is going to smack down a branch on Kenna. Alright, so
Look out, old lady.
-4 does 15 hit.
I am not old. That does not hit.
As it slams down, you see the branch swing back.
Oh.
26 will hit.
Oh,
Oh!
oh my god, yeah, 26 hits.
Even after subtraction.
Yep.
Alright, so take 22 points of damage.
Oof.
Make a Constitution saving throw. This one is 4 to hold on to that big ass circle behind it.
Nixie.
We're still good, right?
That gets it. 11 was the DC against the 22 points of damage. I will,
I know.
I will, however, need that familiar root that grabbed you before swings around you again. I need you to make a Constitution saving throw as it touches you.
Well, hold on. Is that attack done?
It gets 2 attacks and a life draining root.
Oh no.
So, but when I take damage, I can Misty Step.
That attack is done.
Mm-hmm.
Then I'm gonna Misty Step.
All right, how far away can you Misty Step?
30 feet.
All right, one huge or small creature the blade can see within 30 feet.
Oh, damn it. All right, you know what? I'm still going to do the Misty Step just because that's what I'm going to do. Dreadful Step is one of my options right now. So I need to make a DC 18 Wisdom saving throw against 2d10 psychic damage before it does its next attack.
All right, and that it will do. So it's not too wise. So 22 less 4 is 18.
All right, so it doesn't take psychic damage.
Not
Should
too
have gone
wise.
for based on what you've said.
But it
The object is turning invisible, but Kenna would not do that.
all right. So a Constitution saving throw as this branch digs into the ground and comes up at you as you Misty Step away.
14? That's not gonna do it, is it?
That does not make it.
Damn it.
Take 11 points of damage.
I'm down.
Reduce
Oh,
your
no!
maximum hit.
No!
You are also grappled. And your hit point... Let's see. The target's hit point maximum decreases by an amount equal to the necrotic damage taken. So subtract 11, and it looks slightly healthier. And so being down, the circle behind it vanishes.
Yep.
And I don't think it's tired anymore. Is it?
Oh no!
I think the effects of that.
No, everything disappears.
So the tiredness around the tree shakes off. Good news is the other tree is dead.
Yay.
And Darwin, you still have a mouthful of syrup. And I want you to note that as the third one dies, you see something emerge from the 3 chests of the fallen, where you see a single piece of fruit that each one of them has in their chest. looks ripe for the plucking.
Without hesitation, Darwin stabs the fruit.
Would you like?
Jesus.
Would you like to make that your action?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'd use an yeah, I would use an attack. I would stab it through with my spear with both hands, just wham.
All right, make an attack roll for me. Let's just make it a DC 10 because it's a fruit. You stab fruit.
Yay! Let's see how much damage. 9 points of damage.
It's like hitting an apple with an arrow. It goes through and you see a little splatter off to the side. When you pull back though, it sticks on your spear. You can shake it off as a free action if you want.
Darwin's still going to attack the fruit that's near him. He's going to stab through the other fruit. I don't know which one I just did. Sharwin.
I'd say Sharwin's. I feel like
because I feel like Darwin would be more focused on her at this point still.
All right.
And then with one of the scimitars, I will stab through.
DC 10. It's a small fruit. You begin eviscerating the second fruit. So this fruit that restores somebody to full health and full life, the second one is now splattered on the ground.
Oh no.
I thought it was going to help the tree. Well, there's still a third one.
There is one sticking out of Sir Bradford's. It seems like miles away to cross that blight.
Well, for my last attack, I'm just gonna. I have no choice but to use my other scimitar. I'm just gonna chuck it. Chuck it at the tree.
Oh, I thought you were gonna chuck it at the fruit.
I mean, it may as well. Darwin doesn't know. We know, but Darwin still doesn't know.
Yeah.
All right.
But,
a scimitar doesn't have a thrown property, so it's going to be an improvised attack, which you can do, or you can close the gap and do it. So an improvised attack is basically just a D20 roll. At most, we can add your dex modifier to it, but you're not proficient in improvised attack, so it would be a severe disadvantage to throw it instead of using it as you're very accustomed to.
So yeah, I'm gonna get close. Use my final attack. Does a 16 hit?
It does not, but you now have its attention as it looks down at you holding the fruit of one of its children on your sky spear.
And then I'm just gonna... Darwin, suddenly for the first time in this entire fight, looks panicked. And he's just like, uh-oh. And instinctually, he uses his last bite. So I cannot use Hungry Jaws anymore, but let's see. Does 17 do anything?
It does not. It's not high enough. This bark is not nearly as easy to pierce as the other one. For the record, I'm going to say that the fruit of Sharwin's chest is still dangling on your spear. Wow, that sounds weird.
Can I retcon something real quick then?
Depends. How much of a retcon do you want to do?
Instead of biting, I want to eat the fruit.
All right, you want to eat the fruit?
Yep.
Oh.
I will let you take back your last attack and use that action to eat the fruit.
All right.
Very long to see Darwin eating the fruit. What are you doing?
I don't know. What happens when I eat the fruit? I get all good?
So there's two things that happen.
Uh-oh.
One,
Okay.
restore all of your health and all of your expended usages of items. So basically benefit from a long rest.
I will do that.
And two, what you notice right away, as was pointed out at the start of this, the fruit, these trees are produced not from the death of a vampire, but from spilling enough blood and feeding it to the blights. You start to be cognizant of the various souls that have went into that fruit. They don't seem to be doing anything, but you are aware of them in
Darwin-
a way that you weren't before. But you are completely healed, as the fruit has been known to do.
Darwin falls on his knees and just looks at whoever's closest. I think Baliana, and he's just like, we gotta end this thing now. We gotta end this thing here. We gotta. And he seems to be like hyperventilating. His tail's twitching. His frill is up so high that it's even moving his hood.
Right.
It is death.
And speaking of death, Baliana, you saw Kenna go down, and he is currently grappled unconscious by this branch of this tree, which you know is a recipe for disaster.
Baliana is just frowns and pretty much decides to. Right. Is there any way for her to break the branch at all?
The branch looks like it can be broken. It looks like it can be either pried or enough force could potentially be used, but it is a strong tree.
Alright. With the use of her quarterstaff, she attempts to break the branch from Kenna.
Alright, it's underground, so you're going to have to go all the way to Kenna to get where it pops up.
Yep.
And pulls him. So just so you're aware, if you leave his space without disengaging, he will attack.
I know.
Alright. So as you take a step away, you see a branch slam down at you for a 30 to hit.
That definitely hits.
Some ones in there. 17 points of damage as it smacks hard. You are free to move about the space.
Bastard. She immediately runs to Kenna. Hey, Kenna.
Kenna doesn't respond.
You can't see it, but my tongue's hanging out of my mouth, and I'm just gonna.
Just hang on. She used her quarterstaff to try to break.
Alright. Let's see. Probably the best way is to pry it off. So let me look at your sheet real quick to give you the best advice.
Yeah.
I would say probably a strength athletics check to try to pry it off.
Alright,
Kind
one
of
strength
and
athletics.
do it with advantage because it's like putting a lever in and just trying to like pry it hard.
22.
That is enough. You force this branch off of it and hits the ground and it retracts. Kenna hits the ground. Still closer to death than anyone would want to be.
Hang on. I got you. As she uses... Where is it? Ah. Where? Healing word on a second level. Where is it? On Kenna. Just hang on, okay? 14.
Kenna, come back with 14 points. Your eyes open, your tongue slightly hanging out of your mouth still. You are back, but you certainly feel weaker than you have felt in a long time.
Good morning.
Thank you, dear Baliana. I could not die covered in the shame of missing that last attack. I must collect glory.
For the Sky Spear.
Meanwhile,
So the
Darwin's
Sky
still just
Spear.
kneeling in front of the murder tree.
Alright. And now, let me see.
They're all murder trees,
the-
really.
And for one last attempt. Yep, I can do it. I need the tree to do a con save.
Alright, it's pretty good at con.
about
23.
I was trying to cast Frostbite.
It remains unfrostbitten.
Damn it. Okay, is there... Yep.
Alright, Baliana, you are standing protectively over Kenna. Solo, the battle rages. You see Darwin eat one of the fruit. Something that you have probably facilitated for a lot of people over the years, being uncertain of what the tree was at your early stages.
I will say Solo is only having eyes for the trees right now. And even if he did acknowledge Meepo or who he still remembers as Darwin in this case, he would not be entirely surprised that Darwin would go and do something as impulsive as that. So he would kind of just be like, okay. As soon as he does, though, he's Solo's going to pull back for another shot with his short bow. But because I hit last time and I did damage, I'm gonna have advantage on this next attack.
I love it.
Roll. That's gonna be a 25 to hit.
That hits.
And then that's going to be 6 points of damage with hold on, 1d4 with an extra 2 points of psychic, but I'm also going to tack on with as a bonus action Hail of Thorns, and I'm gonna do that at the 3rd level.
Right.
They have to make a dexterity save of 16.
Ooh, I thought it was going to stick on 16 for a second. It fails.
Oh. It fails?
It fails. So what
okay.
occurs to it?
It does an extra 8 points of damage, but as the first arrow hits, all of a sudden, like almost like out of like the darkness or whatnot, extra arrows start hitting the creature within 5 feet of it, so has to make a dexterity saving throw or just take the damage, and it's just within that one attack or whatnot. So yeah, it takes just that damage, but then I'm gonna use my second action as well and attack with my short bow again.
Alright.
Ugh. Why is it the second attack? I follow it just okay, anyways.
That misses, unfortunately.
And then hold on 1 second. Uh-oh. Hold on. Oh gosh. Okay, never mind. That is everything. Let's go ahead and move, actually. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And that'll be it for my turn.
Alright, and you feel that this thing is hostile towards you, like it knows who you are, but its eyes are turned elsewhere as Kenna is
Can I tell
released. Yes, knowing your history with the tree, these things have an affinity for those that eat its fruit.
Instantly, my eyes are gonna look at Meepo and just be like, "Fucking God, son of a fucking oh
He
God!"
looks
And that's
stronger
gonna
than
be
ever,
it for
though.
my turn.
Darwin is, meanwhile, all of this, Darwin's still just like having like a crisis of existence, just staring at the ground, eyes wide, grill up.
So yeah, physically, you feel wonderful. Like you are.
Mentally,
you are-
I am destroyed.
mentally, maybe even spiritually, you feel all of the souls that this thing has consumed, and they are not attacking you, but they are there. Kaelsith, there, just so you know, there is a broken fruit on the ground, and you do see Meepo looking stronger than he has since you started journeying together. Take that for what you will. And this tree is still thrashing about very strong. What do you do?
Kaelsith is gonna look sideways at the fruit and then over at Meepo, kind of having an existential crisis.
Yeah.
Not sure if, like, he may look strong, but, like, he might also be, like, under the spell of, ensorcelled by these fruits, because he ate something that came from these dead trees. That can't be good for no one. Seeing Kinna and Baliana over in the corner, over in the distance, rather, this is really coming down to a head. Kaelsith is like, we need to end this fast, like now, like yesterday. So he's going to step forward, taking a wide berth around Meepo, but he's going to step forward here and cast his hands in arcane passes, and he's going to usher under his breath, whispering a prayer to Lashrael, blowing a pinch of sulfur from his pouch forward, as suddenly there's going to be a loud, bright, thunderous roar from the heavens as they seem to just open up. And I'm going to cast Flame Strike. So it will be each creature in a 10-foot radius, 40-foot high cylinder centered at a point within range makes a dex saving throw, and taking 5d6 fire and 5d6 radiant damage on a failed save, or half as much damage on a successful one. Right. So I'm gonna target it on the backside, sort of the Gulthias Blight, keeping Meepo from the lash of radiant flame that just comes crashing down like a spear from the heavens.
And in my mind, it comes down like just with a swirl around that flame sphere, because it fails. So go ahead and roll damage. This thing is not dexterous if that could be considered a weakness.
Oh, it fails. Okay, nice. All right, so that's 24 fire damage.
And because you're adept with it, you feel that this thing is used to pushing out flame, but your flame swirls around this resistance and strikes where it otherwise would not be struck.
Nice. And then for the radiant will be another 17 radiant damage, hammering right into it.
It is hammered into. It still looks decently healthy, though hurt.
All right, and then I'll just hold the spear there aloft in my hands and just stare at it as my radiant brilliance just sort of hammers at it. Like you'll see just wings just flap towards the Gulthias tree as my radiant aura just lashes at it for another 5 points of radiant damage.
And you can see it twist as everything hits it.
All right, and from there I'll just call out to the others. All right, it's weak. We need to put it down now. And that'll be my turn.
All right, Kenna, speaking of weak, you're currently prone on the ground. Would you like to move?
Kenna's gonna stand up and kind of stagger a little bit of ways. And then she's going to point her spear at the tree and say, I have had enough of your bullshit. And she's going to cast Synaptic Static at it.
Oh, the old lady cursed. She mad.
So I need an intelligence saving throw, DC 18.
Right, how smart is a tree?
How
Not
smart is a
smart
tree,
enough.
really?
That is 12.
Nice.
Nice. All right, so we start with 8d6 damage.
All right.
21 points of damage. That's not as much as I would have liked. 21 points of damage, and the target also has muddled thoughts for 1 minute.
In my
This
mind,
does not take.
in my mind,
Go
its
ahead.
thoughts are already muddled. It's a tree. It's an evil, twisted tree.
So, no concentration on my part, but for the next minute, it subtracts 1d6 from all attack rolls and ability checks and constitution saving throws to maintain concentration. It can try to make the saving throw again at the end of each of its turns.
Okay.
But that is it for my turn.
Okay. And that leads on to its turn. So,
Darwin's right there.
Darwin is right there. For the record, this thing, you can actually see the bark start to strip off under this. And Meepo, friend, eater of fine fruit, it will swing at you. And so go ahead. Kenna, would you like to roll a d6 to subtract off that?
Yes, I will. Take 3
All right, 21 to hit.
on. Damn.
Right, I got a 14 armor class.
Yeah, it hits.
All right, so how much damage do I take?
You take 25 points of damage
Oh,
as,
Meepo.
as it hits hard into you.
Is that with the rage?
Let's see. Rage divides bludgeoning by half.
So that would be 21 damage?
So it'd go down to
11
uh,
damage.
12. So it'd go down to 24 and half that. So 12 points of damage.
Alrighty, and I have those 5 temporary hit points, so I only take 10 points of damage.
All right, and
Wait, no, I'm still miscounting, but I have 103 HP out of 110, so.
a challenge accepted as the root swings back the other way. Let's see. There's nothing that's going to subtract off that makes it miss. Best case scenario, 20 to hit. Hi, monkey. These guys are bad.
I can't follow.
I know you can't fall asleep here. Take the same amount of damage.
Yeah, that was 12, you said?
Yep, after the reduction. And
Okay.
please make a Constitution saving throw as that familiar root touches your foot and starts to wrap around.
Does 24 keep me from its grasp?
It does. You manage to steal your nerves and push out this thing from sucking away your life energy.
And just like that, Darwin's back in the fight.
And
Nice.
speaking of back in the fight, Darwin, it is your turn if you would like to bite it. Stop
first
drinking
I'm
all my
gonna-
tea.
First, I'm gonna do the nice 1, 2, 3. First, I'm gonna stab it with my Sky Spear replica. Only gonna use one hand this time, but 21. Let's
Is
see how
it-
much
is
damage. That's gonna take 6 points of damage.
Mhm.
Then I am going to stab it in both of the sides. 22 for the first stab
That's one stabby stab.
with 3 damage.
3 damage. Would you like to do
With the
another
other
stabby
stab, other stab is a 14. I don't think that hits though, does it?
14 does not hit, but all of the other hits have landed against this thing.
Alrighty,
Bark
I should
rips
have
off
used-
with each blow.
And then let me think, because I can now bite a lot more. Yeah, I'm gonna bite. Let's see. Let's hope it hits. Let's hope it hits. 25 for 4 points of damage.
All right, it's not much, but its evil maple syrup is now lining the corners of your mouth.
I think Darwin might have a new favorite snack after this.
Maple syrup,
Yes.
evil Canadian maple syrup, and apples.
Yeah.
You know what?
I'm sorry, all the blights are from Canada now.
Oh no.
I'm by oath.
It's
I'm not
fine.
offended.
Everyone,
I
it's
do
fine.
have to
Everyone.
I am going to
Go
have to
ahead.
message an ex-girlfriend and tell her that now I feel her pain. For some reason, all of my evil bad guys have terrible, terrible French, like cartoon French accents. And I didn't think about this at all until I was dating a French woman. And she was playing in my game, and I pulled this out, and she just gave me a look. And I realized that I had screwed up. And now I can go to her and I can say, you know what? I was picked out as the evil one in a D&D game now, and I feel your pain.
Well, you gotta know that all Drow have Australian accents because
I thought all Drow were
Yeah,
French
they do.
Canadian.
they deal because Drow, they deal a lot with big nasty spiders, and they're from the Underdark, so they're the terror from down under.
I may have to try and do an Australian accent with Orphea one day. If we ever get back to that game. Yeah.
We will eventually get back to all of our characters one day. All right,
Lovely.
Darwin, you have this gunk around your mouth, and Bailiana, it goes to you.
Mm-hmm. Right, yeah.
Did the Blight make the saving throw at the end of its turn again?
Oh, it did not. Let's see. What was it? An intelligence saving throw?
Yeah.
I
don't-
19.
All right, it passes. It is no longer befuddled.
No more than normal,
Oh,
anyway.
fudge.
No more than normal.
No more
yeah.
than normal.
I look at Darwin and trying to signal, move back!
Darwin just is just like his head just filled with so much right now. He's just like,
Move
Okay.
back from the
I can't hear you.
I'm sorry, Darwin!
Uh-oh, I
Oh,
heard
no.
that.
He says move back, but you can't move back.
It's
Yeah,
alright,
I can't do anything.
Sorry
I'm
about
so
this.
sorry, Darwin! She uses the ice knife on the tree.
Should be fine, right?
She is throwing the ice knife.
Oh, you could certainly angle the, as big as this tree is, you could angle that knife nice in
that
a
was
way that
another
it
one.
doesn't explode on Meepo, unless you want to explode on Meepo, which is also a valid option.
I don't want it to explode on Meepo.
I don't want to be hurt.
Yeah, you can hit it. You can hit the broadside of it.
Please don't hurt me.
Something.
Please don't hurt me.
I forgot something. Yeah, I feel really dumb.
Oh,
I forgot I put Lucky for one of my...
oh,
Great time to remember it.
yeah.
All right, would you like to use a luck point?
Yes, please.
All right, because that'll. Oh wait, so the luck point, and then you'd add the. So yeah, 29. Because I think it would still add the modifier.
Yep. Let's see those hits.
All right, 9 points of ice damage.
Wait,
And-
did I hit the right one? Yeah, I did.
And
Yeah.
it will explode, making a dexterity saving throw, correct?
Mm-hmm. And I believe the DC was...
Yeah, it certainly failed. Alright, what level was this cast at?
2? Wait. I thought it was. Yeah, it was. I believe it was at. Let me check. It was at. I was trying to aim it for 3, so.
Alright, if you're casting it at 3, it'll be 4d6, I believe, for the explosion.
Yep. So let's start with I am so sorry.
This is gonna hurt.
Do you want me to roll for the explosion?
Yes.
Do it. Do it.
I thought I did alright.
Oh, it might not have shown up. For some reason, it's updating very slow. I see
weird.
the initial damage, but
Okay,
I don't see the d6s. Oh wait, no, it did. Well,
Okay.
go ahead and re-roll them.
Alright, 2d6s?
If it's cast at level, we said level 3.
Yep.
That would be 4d6s. 2
Right.
for the first level, and then 1d6 for each level after.
Alright. 4d6s coming up. $11.
It's pretty good damage. Okay, Bailiana, anything else?
We're going to let go of my friend.
It actually doesn't have anyone currently. Meepo managed to avoid its grasp.
Yeah.
Alright. Now, for the Sky Spear. And she starts charging. And attempt to hit it hard with her quarterstaff.
Okay, you have closed the distance.
$27.
That hits.
$5 damage.
Alright, you hit into this thing, and you also hit Bark off pretty well. You can see that it is losing more than it is gaining.
And I end my turn.
Alright, Solo, you also see that this thing has lost more than it's gained.
All right. I am going to launch off another attack with my bow. But hold on, I'm gonna 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. With advantage again because I did damage last turn as well.
Yep, sounds good.
Both of those are terrible.
18 doesn't hit.
Yeah. I'm going to kind of like curse under my breath with frustration, then kind of like let out a soft breath. Over the years, Solo first began connecting and communing with the tree before having similar dreams as you guys had, but before then he had communed and almost grown a like a magical kind of pact-like relationship with the tree, taking care of it, making sure he'd taken care of the blights. His body almost started turning into his tree. His arms are like bark-like and everything, all the way up to his like shoulders, where it like spikes up, more like spiny and everything. As he misses, his left arm starts to like kind of like charge up with like a deep purplish as he casts Eldritch Blast. And it's not just one, it's going to be 3 different beams that are going to launch off at the blight. The first one, 19, is going to miss. I know. I already know. I've seen pattern based. I'm pattern.
It does miss.
Second one.
That hits.
Come on. Nat 20.
And that hits critically.
So I'm going to roll the critical one first.
Okay.
That one does 10 points of damage. Then the second one that hit is going to do another 12 points of damage on top of that. And then I'm going to wait a minute. I'm gonna do a bonus move called Misty Step, Refreshing Step. And I'm going to teleport right next to Kenna and give Kenna 1d10 temporary hit points. Hold on, that one. Kenna, you get 5 extra temporary hit points as Solo kind of appears next to you, and like a cloud of like green air kind of appears around him, and he's gonna be like, he's going after Meepo. We need to protect the damned lizard again. And that's my turn.
I love how he still doesn't know how much Darwin has changed, because Darwin hasn't even acknowledged Solo at this entire fight.
It's mostly because you don't even know Solo's there. He's been out of your view for like a lot of the combat.
I think the entire fight.
He's been busy. Yeah.
Plus, there's kind of a big old undead, nasty tree. Kind of.
Yeah, you guys are currently busy, and again, Solo's been behind you guys while you guys have been combating, doing your thing up there. So I think the only people that really know I'm here is Kenna in the tree.
Yeah.
And maybe Bailey, she was back over by Kenna. But yeah, there's not many people that would actually probably be too aware of Solo being here. But yeah, that's going to be the end of Solo's turn.
The tree certainly knows you're here.
Yes, the tree definitely knows I'm here, as I just did some
And
hopefully
it is
helpful
concerned with
damage.
it is concerned with self-preservation too, just so you are aware. Kalsith.
Okay. Let's see. All right, so Kalsith is going to look at this thing and sort of take some calculations in order. It's like, all right, so we got to slow this thing down. It's getting pretty weak, but we can't let it can't let it escape. So he's going to widen his stance, spin his spear a few times, and move his hand over the spear as he's whispering more incantations, entreating Lashrael to fill him with his divine light. And we're going to cast Sickening Radiance.
That is just sickening.
So it is, let's see. It's a circle.
Isn't that what Kenna cast last time?
I
Yes, it is.
Oh, no.
think so.
All right.
So it
30-foot radius.
It would be about a 30-foot radius.
So
about there. It's about a 30-foot.
You can actually make that into a circle.
Oh, is it not? Oh.
It should also be twice that size.
Yeah,
It'd be twice that
it
size?
should be 60 feet.
Oh, 30-foot
altogether.
radius. Oh, that's
60 feet.
right.
So
It's huge, man. It's massive.
Oh my god.
Please center it somewhere over here.
30 foot.
Yeah, I want to center it like, try to, so it's
30-foot
not hitting.
radius. I'm making it double. So where would you like to center it so it's just on the blight and you?
About right. Yes, on me. No, right there is good. Thank you very much, DM.
Right.
So yeah, right there, as I just slam the spear down, and then just this green-yellow light just erupts from the ground. And it needs to, and let's see here. Around the corners, it lasts until the spell ends, which is concentration of 10 minutes.
Right, and it
when
needs to
moves
make
into
a
the spell's
con save, correct?
Yeah.
So,
And yeah, for its first time on its turn, or when it starts its turn there, the creature must succeed a con save or take 4d10 radiant damage, suffer 1 level of exhaustion, and emit a dim greenish light in a 5-foot radius.
all right. Oh, it doesn't make it till its turn starts?
Yeah. When a creature moves into the spell's area for the first time on a turn or starts its turn there, that's when it procs.
Okay.
So at the start of each of its turns.
Okay. I'll ignore that
but-
17 then.
Yep, so that'll be all for me. And Kale Sith will just yell out to the others to avoid the green flames.
Or
And to
jump
keep
into
it
them.
inside. Or jump into
Or
them
jump
if they're
into
feeling
them.
frisky.
All right, Kale Sith, anything else?
No, I will keep where I am, as my inner radiance is starting to fade at this point. But I will lash out with my spectral wings and smack it for another 5 points of radiant damage.
All right. And Kenna, dear, tired, sweet Kenna, you recognize this spell, certainly, as you are quite familiar with it. Come up, what do you do?
So Kenna is a little bit tender still. She's going to try and stay out of the 30-foot life-sucking root range, but she's upset. So lightning kind of crackles around the spear again, and 7 little lightning bolts appear and surround her head as she casts Crown of Stars.
Ooh.
With Crown of Stars as a bonus action, she is going to make a ranged spell attack, which, for the purposes of making things easy, is just going to appear as Chill Touch in the chat, just because it's easy to press. God damn it, Kenna!
Kenna does not hit.
No!
Kenna proves
What
true
happened?
to herself.
Kenna!
Kenna, why? You were
Kenna.
doing so good.
Kenna, why?
Kenna, why?
Anything else in the chamber?
Kenna does not know why. Kenna is still tired and upset, but Kenna still has 6 motes of energy around her. She is not happy though. Please go to the next person.
The next
Kenna,
person. The
why?
next person is the Blight, who will roll a Constitution saving throw now
Yes. Suffer.
and fail. Quite
Suffer
quite hard.
sickening radiance.
All right, so go ahead and roll damage.
What was it? 4d10? Cool. I love this. That's a d100. As much as I would like for it to take 4 d100.
Do 4 D100s. You could kill it in one.
Yes. So 4d10. Woo! 31 points of radiant damage.
All right, you see, and it takes 1 level of exhaustion, which could be very good. You see branches start to fall off, and there is a pile of blighted wood at the ground. And you have its attention. It turns from Meepo to you, and these long branches swing out.
Lashrael's fury turn you to ash.
So that will be a 13 to hit.
I think that just misses.
And
So I narrowly dodged that.
And as you do, it swings back the other way. That will probably hit with the 23.
Lord. So yeah, I'll just like dodge out of the way and like go to turn back to it going, ha!
Take 24 points of damage.
Oh, 24.
Make a Constitution saving throw to see if you can keep up the spell.
Oh, please con. Please con. Please con. Oh, nope, I need to click on the number, not on con. 18.
The spell, let's see, what was the hit? 24, so 12 is the DC. So that saves. Make a second Constitution saving throw as that familiar branch, one of its last ones that it has, snags your legs and you can feel it start to suck energy out of you. Can you fend off? You cannot.
Not again.
It's not bad, take 12 points of damage. You see some of the bark come back onto it as your energy fades out. Make a third Constitution saving throw to see if you can maintain concentration. Let's see.
That one does me.
Its last hit was 12, so you make it. You just managed to make its damage base. It's half the damage or 10, whichever's higher.
Oh, okay.
But you are grappled as this thing does have you, and you can feel its evil energies pulsate around you.
Okay, so you guys will probably see... Yeah, so you guys will probably see me go down to one knee and just like I'll cough up a spurt of blood as I'm just my life is not feeling very strong right now. I'm like, kill it! Kill it now!
Reduce your maximum health by 12, please.
Oh no, my max by 12?
Your maximum health by 12.
Oh no.
But it is no longer its turn. It is Meepo, the hero.
Alright. I didn't know if you guys could hear me. I didn't say anything important. I think... how's my...
You have to do an override, Keelsith, of the max health, basically.
Gotcha. Okay, so I'm down to 68 max health.
I am thinking... Would it count as an action or a bonus action to stop raging?
You don't have to, it doesn't have to do anything to stop raging, you just kind of stop, let's say.
I think it's a free action to just stop.
Yeah,
okay,
I would penalize you a bonus action to stop being mad.
Because I want to use spells, but I can't really do that while
it's just like dropping a weapon in my mind. It's just you cease to rage.
Alright, let me think of how I'm going to do this, because I have an idea. But I have
look
two
at all
different
those stars
ideas.
around Kenna.
Alright. At level 3, I'm going to cast Burning Hands and just touch it with both my hands.
Yes.
And that does 17 points of damage.
Burning Hands is a dexterity save?
Yes, of 16 at my level.
Alright, so he makes it.
Oh.
So half damage.
Let's see.
So it'd be 8 damage?
So, let's see, you rolled 17, so 8 damage. And are you an elemental adept by chance?
I don't know what that means.
It would have been a feature that you take. I'm going to say no since you aren't aware.
I could have and don't know, but let's just go with no.
I'm
well,
searching
elemental adept is a feat. So did you take elemental adept as a feat at all?
I don't think
I don't have any
he did.
feats on this character.
So you make contact, and you kind of feel it wiggle and writhe out of the way. and the parts that don't wiggle out of the way kind of push the flame back. It does wilt a little bit, but not nearly as much as you would have hoped.
Okay, then I'm just going for my bonus action to use my ring to jump on top of it.
Oh, I forgot about your ring.
Oh,
Yep.
gonna be like a monkey on its back, huh?
Yep, so there I am on top of it.
Okay.
And that's the end of my turn. But I can...
just for the record, in my mind, this is like your unseen servant so long ago, who started
on the tree.
and came onto the tree and tried to steal the fruit. Now you are the fruit. You are what you eat, and you are on the tree.
And Darwin's all done with his trickery and stuff, so he's just straight up on the tree, just like, I'm gonna kill you.
For the record, you just jumped into Calcryx's fire.
Oh no!
That is a good point. Quick question: how much damage do I take?
Make a Constitution saving throw.
Okay. 21.
That succeeds.
Do I take like half damage or anything, or am I good?
Okay.
Calcryx, is there any damage on that first?
Okay, it must succeed on a con saving throw or take 4d10 radiant, suffer exhaustion and light. So
I think he's good, right? Yeah.
If he succeeds on it, then yeah, he's good.
It would have been a hell of a failure, I'll tell you what.
Right.
Baliana, you see Meepo on the blight in the fire.
Crap. Meepo! Shit!
I'm surprisingly fine, but I don't want to push my luck.
No shits! As she casts spells. What did I do? As she casts Healing Word towards Darwin. Just don't die yet!
Yet? I don't want to
Don't
die
die at all.
Die slower.
As we both say in unison, like Calcryx hearing this, just like, and they both say it all like at the same time. Don't die at all.
And then she uses Shillelagh on her quarterstaff, if it's alright.
Sure, why not?
Alright, and she proceeds to hit the tree with her quarterstaff.
The tree.
24.
That hits.
Alright, 22 damage.
How much damage?
22.
Ooh, that's quite good damage. All of the bark that it just sucked out of Calcryx is kind of smacked off.
Yes.
For the Sky Spear!
At this point, Darwin even barely just raises the spear, like, yeah.
And I am my turn.
Okay. After Baliana is Solo.
Solo is going to... Hold on a second. Solo's gonna... Oh gosh. I guess stay right here. And let off the short bow again. Doesn't hit. Seeing how close he was to hitting, though, he's gonna get frustrated again. And cast his Eldritch Blast again out of frustration. Nope. Aha!
That hits.
That one hits. So that first one's gonna do 4 points of damage. Then this last one is not gonna hit. Yeah,
Well,
freaking.
interestingly enough, after that Shillelagh hit, this thing really didn't have that much left in the tank, so your Eldritch Blast will send it away. What does that look like? As you are probably one of the most fitting ones to destroy this
Also,
tree.
remember, I'm on top of it.
Oh, don't worry. I'll remember.
The DM will remember that.
Kind of coming into the scene, seeing everyone fighting again and on the brink of death, and knowing what Meepo's got, you see like the arm kind of get a little like really purple, and it shines, and he goes, "Lizard, you better move." And he's just, yeah, he's gonna, but as it spits out, it's gonna putter out, because it's not like the most strongest beam, but it's gonna putter out and gonna, and then once it hits, that's when it like melts into it, and then it just like leaves like a gaping hole in the front.
Right. Meepo, as there's this gaping hole in the front and this thing starts to sag, can you make a dexterity saving throw for me?
Of course I
no.
can. And of course, it's one of the saving throws I'm bad at. One of the 3 that I'm bad at. Does 12 save me from falling on my ass?
No, you kind of fall into the fire still.
no!
You didn't leave from it, so it's still there. But Kaelsith, this lizard man, is surrounded by your heavenly flame.
It's starting to hurt, guys. It's starting to hurt.
Why did you fall into it? You're supposed to roll out. Oh, fine. And he, like,
There's gravity.
You win again, gravity. So, what happens next as this tree slumps lifeless? Meepo, I want to focus on you for a second.
Uh-oh.
All right.
This can only mean good things.
Can only be good things.
Knock on wood.
You still feel the souls of those that have passed to create these things, and you realize there are many. There are many, many for each tree, and many, many more for the Gulthias Blight itself. So, first, you dig past the souls, you almost feel like a root system, and you suddenly realize that these things have spread far and wide, and the last tree begins to move. And as it takes a few steps, it takes the form of Belak again. And he looks at you all and he says, "A shame. One of them gone. The system remains. I told you, each seed carried with it a tree. How many seeds did we spread? That one knows." And he points
Darwin
to
just-
Solo.
What have you done?
Ken is gonna look over at Solo and like, ballpark it, darling. Ballpark it for me.
What have you done?
We, friend. We didn't take the seeds. The goblins took the seeds and spread them. And this is only the summer tree. The winter fruit was much more vicious. Thrives in the cold, you know. An old friend keeps it under its protection. You remember her name. I remember her name.
Darwin
Meepo
suddenly
the
feels the
hero
cold.
Remembers
Darwin
her name.
feels the cold all over his body. He shivers. It's
Darwin?
visible to everyone around, and his moss green scales suddenly turn visibly pale of fear and shock.
Wait. You don't mean...
And he can't speak. He's just frozen in fear, just shaking for a moment. Then he goes, "Please tell me you killed that thing."
Oh
Solo.
no.
Did you kill that thing?
Kill what thing?
The dragon!
We
It's
had
a
heard
death.
it a
If it's
lot.
alive, it's a death sentence for all of us. We made a promise that we couldn't keep to it when it was little, and it's sure as hell gonna be a lot bigger now.
Belianis is covering her mouth in terror.
We are dead.
If it makes you feel any better, it sustained itself on the seeds of the tree.
Then we've got
Oh,
something in
no.
common at the moment.
It's funny, it thinks that the tree is its horde. And the
And we
tree
just attacked
thinks
it.
that it is his pet.
Symbiotic relationship of sorts, I guess.
Of course.
Is it actually giving away the seeds then, or is it keeping them?
There's only one way to find out. The one that feels our song, that can trace our roots. The one that has consumed us would know. Anyone that has consumed us, deep in their soul, knows they can follow our root system. But I'll help you. Search for the icy north, and you will find them. As he says that, he becomes a tree, and the tree blight starts to dig into the ground and slide away.
He makes like a tree and leaves.
He makes like a tree and leaves.
Darwin, are we still in initiative? Are we still in initiative?
No, as a tree blight fades out, you are all welcome to discuss what has happened.
Darwin immediately angrily pounces like a lion over at Solo and just uppercuts him. We're dead!
I'm gonna go ahead and try to dodge that.
Well, Meepo, make an attack roll.
All right.
Make an
just-
unarmed attack roll specifically.
All right. Give me a second. 8.
That misses.
Can we roll initiative?
We can.
Oh no!
I've spent my entire life making sure that this wouldn't happen again, and the one thing hiding in the shadows is out there because you didn't take care of it. And now I ate something, so it now knows where we are.
Everybody please roll initiative, just so we see how big this thing gets.
Uh-oh.
And Darwin, he's still pale. He is still pale. He is no longer moss color. He is pale permanently, out of fear.
Wait. Darwin, calm down.
We're dead!
We are not dead yet. As she starts to step forward, listen to me. We are not dead yet.
She'll be all alone. She already lost her mom. Now she's gonna lose me.
Darwin, think. Or who?
That looks like from the top of the
Out of
steps.
curiosity, Dalvin, do you underestimate us or do you overestimate the dragon?
Because as far as I see it, we're still alive.
You be
You're
quiet.
still alive.
Hothead, you be quiet. Tell me, what have we actually done since this? I was a vigilante. I barely did anything good in this world.
Does an
besides help
18 hit?
myself.
I believe that hits
In
a
the
double.
middle of them talking, Solo's gonna deck them back.
Oh,
Oh,
let me look at something.
With that, he's gonna do 1 point of damage, but because it's an unarmed strike that's also attacking a creature with a weapon, which is my fist, it's gonna do an extra 1d4 of psychic damage. So you're gonna take an extra. You're gonna get a little bit of a headache, and Solo's gonna jab his finger into you to be like, "Well, listen, you ran away. I had had to deal with the fucking dragon myself. So before you get all pissy and
Darwin,
take off your
Darwin,
before you take off your insecurities and your abandoning your family off on me for trying to help out, then go ahead.
I was a kid.
We can figure this out together, or you can fucking attack me again and lay hands on me, and I promise one of us will not leave here.
Darwin starts taking a deep breath. Sorry, I was a kid back then. I didn't have much to lose. I had nothing besides you folks. And now all I have is her.
You still have us.
You have
dead.
them.
What?
I hope the dragon gets you. I hope I
Darwin.
never see you again.
Don't fucking say that.
You two, we're still good. You can see her when you want, but I gotta
I
prepare.
don't mean. No,
No,
she-
Darwin, this is not acceptable.
This is not okay.
You cannot hold Solo acceptable for a job that you did not come back and finish yourself.
Mm-hmm.
I thought
You-
Solo would have. He said he
No.
would take
promised
care of
that damn
everything.
thing.
I was a kid. I forgot about it. But
I'm
now-
gonna shoot a message over to Meepo, and it's just gonna simply say, "You never fucking asked."
He's gonna freeze. And he's still pale. And he looks at everyone. You can see all of the souls basically of the tree in his eyes, and his mind focusing on the dragon. It knows we're here. And it will keep knowing where I am. Baliana, Kinna, Gemma's hands over the portrait in his pocket. I can't say it out loud, she'll know. The dragon will know, but on the back of it, it says Baldur's Gate, and it's just like one of the top
Jeez.
institutes there.
Mm-hmm.
I'll keep in contact, but this may be the last time I'm seen alive.
Darwin.
Everything I've done was for you three.
I'm gonna reach out real quick with Darwin and reach out, put my hand firmly on his shoulder, and just you'll see golden red light seep into him. 41 healing for Meepo. You're not gonna leave this world if I have anything to say about it. I may be new here, but you've got a daughter. I've got my own parents back home, and I know that I would hate the word going back to them that I died. So, if you got someone out there waiting for you to come home, I swear to Latchrail himself that I will make sure you get home to your kid.
I'm all she's got besides this fancy school. And she ain't like it there. She's a beautiful gem-colored dragonborn. I gotta prepare for this thing. I can't be near her. I can't bring that thing to Baldur's Gate, but it will hunt us down, knowing we didn't keep its promise, and that we lied. Well, I lied to it to save my own butt. My tongue is what got me in trouble before, what got my wife killed. I grew up solo when I was gone. I learned the errors of my ways, but you're still exactly the same.
You learn the errors of your way, and yet you still act so brashly and impulsively before to survey anything. And Solo's going to walk over. You've grown up. You've had a kid. Good for you.
Darwin
I'm
takes
so
off.
happy.
Darwin fully
But
takes
guess
off.
what? Not only you exists in the world. I went through 13 years of my own shit. So did Kenna. So did Baliana. So did this strange person who I have no idea who the fuck they are. We all went through shit. We all are being threatened right now. You think you have the only family in the world who's being threatened by a fucking dragon? Are you high? You have to be, because you just ate a fucking fruit that you had no idea what it actually did. Again, impulsively, the same thing I remember you doing 13 years ago. You don't think anything through. You act impulsively, and then you expect everyone else around you to clean up. I was just your guide then, and now I'm just the person that showed up wanting to kill the fucking tree because it's threatening the world, not because my daughter is being threatened.
Darwin takes off his cloak. Every square inch of his body, every scale is just covered in scars. I've lived every day of my life atoning for what I've done. Atoning for every action, and I'm still me. I still do some of this. But you have no right to talk to me like this.
You have no right to hit me out of nowhere.
And can I roll for intimidation?
Go ahead and roll with the caveat that rolls like this against other player characters aren't like rolls against monsters or NPCs. So this is just to see how generally intimidating you are. It will not necessarily have a mechanical effect.
15. I rolled a 2. Even with my plus 13, it's just like...
So, I'm sure Sholo has probably seen more intimidating creatures in his journeys, but carry on.
I've seen more intimidating shit come out of my arse in the morning than whatever look that is. Listen,
boys,
we have things that are happening.
Gentlemen,
go ahead.
Gentlemen. And Kenna would like to take a moment, and we're going to fire off one of those lightning bolts between them.
But okay. I don't think we need
literally
to roll for between.
Basically touching. Hold up, we're basically touching. We're this close.
Yeah, but it's not an area of effect, right? It's a targeted attack, so it just zaps the green and goes.
It's a targeted
It's like a firecracker
attack,
going off next to you. Gentlemen, you're talking at cross purposes here. We can't change what happened 13 years ago. We can't change the circumstances we find ourselves in now. There are only 2 choices before us. We can set up a defense, or we can go track down a dragon.
Darwin puts back on his cloak. And he takes a step back, walks away. I'm gonna go finish something we should have done years ago. We were too weak then, we're probably still too weak now. You're right, more people are in trouble than dragons than ever. I've met dragon hunters, demon slayers. I've lost to them, and I've seen them lose to dragons. I've seen gateways into the hells, and even they would lose. But they still do it because it's right. Because there's fathers out there, single fathers, fathers with families, grandparents taking care of their little girls. And he looks over at Beliano. Death comes to us all at a certain point.
No kidding. As she pierces across her arms.
So let me say this one last thing before hopefully we all go and fucking kill a dragon. I'll say what I said in so long ago when I faced death. The words that I've lived my life by, besides wanting to protect and care about the only things that matter to me in this world, which is you, and honoring, which is all of you, including you, Solo, and honoring the dead, honoring Balsag, honoring Meepo, people I've gotten killed, or the people that have died. And he takes a deep breath. He turns around towards all of you. he raises up the replica sky spear. For glory, for death, for friends,
For the
for
sky.
family. And although he's now permanently pale, he has the same defiant grin on his face. Back all those years ago. Maybe but we should really go check on my little girl first.
We can certainly check up on Gemma. But we are going to go kill a dragon, right?
Yes.
Yep. Yeah, we are, old lady. Yeah, we are.
Would you quit calling her old?
See, that lizard guy calls you old too.
Yeah, shush, hothead. You're the new one in this group. Solo. I don't like you. You never liked me. But we gotta put aside our differences like we did back then. Although, back then I didn't know we had many differences. I hope never to see you after this dragon's dead. I still don't like you. Once I wanted to be like you. But I know better now. Nobody should be anybody but themselves. I know exactly where the dragon is.
Okay, where is she?
All right, great. Let's go kill the scaly bastard, and then we can all head home, right?
And you see like the little
Yeah.
souls swirling in his eyes. I think that's a tale. For next time. I don't know.
Next time on Dragon Ball Z.
And
All
suddenly the
children have
curtain
a
comes
thing around
down.
and yell.
Okay, as our GM was saying.
The curtain comes down on the play. Actually, real quick, everybody make an insight check real quick. As you stand in this
I got a nat 20.
this grove.
Oh, and by the way, my name's Calcryx.
21.
Hey. Nice to meet you, Kelsa. I'm Bailiana.
11.
Solo, Darwin, and Bailiana, when you look around at all the bones lining the hills, and Meepo, you would just know this instinctively, honestly. There was a massive amount of death that took to produce these trees, and this place was purpose-built.
Hells.
We're in a temple.
Oh, hells. I have a
Meepo,
bad
you
feeling
can,
about this.
you can certainly use your skills with the connectivity to these trees now to try to suss out. One, this network of trees, these roots that stretch far beyond just a single tree. You can feel that these things are growing in various stages of growth across the world and in dark places you wouldn't imagine, as evil seeks evil to take root in. But if you want to focus in on the dragon, there's one in particular, one special tree that is different from the rest in an icy place far to the north. And given the right rolls over a period of time, you could certainly find your way to it.
Is it an Icewind Dale?
And that's where I'll draw the curtain.
Hey, by the way, old lady, would there by chance be any room for a little bit of side glory for Flame Spear of Lashreo?
Oh, there's so much glory to go around, Calcryx. So much glory for spears. Did you know that the Sky Spear can also be a spear of fire? And when she tells you this, Kinna is going to swirl her spear, and crackling little motes of electricity become fire. And she's like, I just don't like that one.
Awesome. Well, my spear can only do fire right now. I mean, it's the holy fire and fury of Lashrael.
Darwin pushes past them like, yeah, and my spear's a prop. Let's get moving.
But
Hell
it's a
yeah.
lovely prop, Darwin. It's a lovely prop.
I only keep it because it's a gift from you.
That's an excellent reason to keep it. Also, you can use it to stab things.
Yeah, I've done it a lot.
Cool. All right. Well, I need a bit of glory for myself because, a few years back, I got a sort of I guess, I don't know, like a divine intervention sort of message from Lashrael saying that there was something out here in this wide world along the Sword Coast that I needed to help vanquish. They dubbed me Forge Fire, the Celestial Phoenix. So there's something out here that I'm meant to do. And if this is what I'm meant to do, then I will follow you all through the burning fires of hell, and the freezing ice of iceland places. I don't know. Let's
Icy
go.
tundra, you mean?
Yeah, that's it. Icy tundras.
Kenna's gonna put a hand on your shoulder and be like, okay, Sith, don't worry about being so loquacious. We're going to kill a dragon. That's all we need.
Darwin is at this point, he just is over on his own, sitting on the bones, and he's like sharpening his scimitars. Darwin is still, and I want to make it very clear, although Darwin still has some of his old tendencies, he's very much a completely different person from what you guys once knew.
I mean, this is the only guy that I know, so...
Basically the stereotypical brooding Lone Ranger.
Oh, hey, come on. We could use a little bit of buddy. Come on. Do I need to take you out to drink? Do you drink? Do lizards drink?
I'll bite your hand off and eat it whole.
Pretty sure that my hand might give you a little bit of heartburn there, bud, but okay.
And he hides it, but he does kind of smirks.
Let's go kill us a dragon.
Okay, real quick, I'm updating my notes. I should have been doing this a lot more. What was the tree called?
The one for the winter?
No, the big one we killed.
Oh, Gulthias Blight. Although I have noticed we've all been pronouncing it different. We've all been stressing the I differently.
In my head, it's been the Goliath.
It is not. I mean, it's a big tree.
Yeah.
We've all been saying the tree differently, which is fine.
It's fine.
How do you spell that?
Gulthias.
Right.
The party will eventually leave this sickly grove and return to the wide